I'm so proud of it. It works so very well. We've had such good response and people with feedback that use it. And, even women that are, I, hate to say or divulge, but my age, and they're going through older women troubles. And one of those older lady troubles is being able to sleep at night or lack of the ability to sleep at night. So I'm very proud of True PM and what it's been able to do for me, as far as a lot of other people too.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Let's Talk About CBD podcast. Plant medicine is a gift from the earth that we're constantly learning about and rediscovering. CBD and its sister cannabinoids are some of the gifts that have helped people and pets with their chronic pain and ailments. I am seeking to show the world how plant medicine has helped people and pets overcome the pain that they're dealing with by giving them this platform to talk about how Natural Oils Inc. has helped them live better lives. So we're back today with our pharmacist on our team, Robin, our product and research development specialist.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't it be so fantastic to be able to sleep thoroughly through the night, just not wake up and just have your alarm clock go off in the morning and you feel refreshed. So at the end of our discussion today, I hope that everybody just gains and pulls away all this knowledge that we're just about to share about our sleep product that I'm so proud of. I'm proud of all of our products, but this one, it really, I think it stepped up to the market, and it's called True PM. So just as the name suggests, it is our nighttime sleep formula, and it showcases one of the cannabinoids that is known, it has a nickname, it's called the sleepy cannabinoid, and it is cannabidiol. So that, or CBN is what it's referred to. So I want to talk with us about how to take it, the dose that you might target to help with sleeping, and just give you information about the whole subject.
That's amazing. It's funny that you say it's called the sleepy cannabinoid because I have some friends in the industry that I've talked to about CBN and they call it the mother cannabinoid because they've explained it to me as like it's the first extraction that almost the rest of the cannabinoids come from. So is that how you understand it?
Yeah, so it is extracted. It's almost like if you think of a cascade event that occurs when all of these, very rich and delicious cannabinoids are being extracted from the cannabis sativa plant or the hemp. Um, either way, the extraction process goes in steps. It's not, just one procedure and then they all show up. It's kind of like a step-by-step process. So yes, CBN is one of the first ones that makes its appearance when the cannabis sativa is extracted and going through that process.
I love that. It's also like not psychoactive in itself. So it's really beautiful that something that's so like, I know it's a little bit sedative, it's antimicrobial. Like I've written a blog post about this as well where wow, it is so beautiful that this mother cannabinoid, I guess sleepy cannabinoid, can have such potent healing qualities.
And healing is definitely one of the things that we focus on too. The the CBN that we've added, it has, well, the articles that I've researched say that it does have just a tiny slight the psychoactive feeling or psychoactive property, very slight. But what people do benefit from in that side effect is a good night's sleep. So not it, and I don't mean to say side effect is it's a bad thing.
No, I
You
mean, I
Yeah.
definitely understand that because I mean you're falling asleep anyways, and you want your brain to go from those like high waves to the lower, slower waves of
Mm-hmm.
just like calming down the like beta gamma waves. So
Yes.
I definitely understand what you're saying. It's you're going into dreams anyways, so having that like psychoactive, I guess, side effect isn't actually side effect because it really helps your body just relax and then go into that sleep dream world.
And yeah, definitely relax is the key too. And, our formula also contains the other cannabinoids too. So there's CBD, CBG along with it, which are all formulated in a specific ratio. And the CBN that's added to it, it's, the dropper that you pull out the milliliter is measured very appropriately for someone to take it and have a good night's sleep. So with that, I think that if you think of it as a combination product, so it has the CBD,
Mm,
which we all know helps people rest and sleep to begin with, and
right.
then CBG is also very helpful in that arena with the anti-anxiety and anti-inflammation.
Hmm.
It puts your muscles at ease after a long day, and definitely the CBN is something that it's kind of a flagship cannabinoid for um, helping with sleep, which so many people struggle with, sleep deprivation and oh goodness, especially around the holiday season, it can be
Especially,
so debilitating.
yeah, exactly. You have so much on your mind, so much on your plate, your to-do list, that it
Hmm.
can be hard to shut your mind off to go to sleep. And I think
Yeah.
you're exactly right. The CBD can help with that as well, to just like that mental focus, mental calmness, mental anxiety, all of that. I think you're hitting the nail on the head with just it being a really over-encompassing product. Um, Also to note that the True PM, you did include melatonin as well, so that really helps as well for the people who have the need the extra boost of just shutting down.
Hmm. And melatonin, it's naturally occurring in our bodies. So it's a
Right.
well-known fact that as we age, such as myself, that our bodies don't produce as much melatonin as we did in our earlier years. So this product is terrific in supplementing that melatonin, for
It's
helping
really
to sleep.
interesting. I heard somewhere that I didn't know that our melatonin goes down as we grow, but I did hear that melatonin is a precursor to serotonin. Is that true, or is it the opposite? Or
That is a very good question. I would have to look into it chemically to be
okay.
sure of that. Yeah,
Interesting. Well, it's
yeah,
definitely, I've heard of, I mean, speaking on serotonin, boosts of serotonin from like, being out in the sunlight. And I think too, during this time of the season, not having the sun for as long, going down
mhm,
early, like we had mentioned in a previous podcast about seasonal depression. Like
yes.
that's a whole thing about this time as well. So,
Yes, the seasonal affective disorder or SAD. Yeah, it is. It's really something to pay attention to. And, if you know someone or if you yourself have it, I think that it's important to really stay on top of it. So a product like our product, the True PM, or, you know, our Bliss uh,
mm,
product helps to, focus on calm and anxiety. It can definitely help with sleep. Our True Fusion, certainly would help with sleep and the
right.
anti-inflammatory properties and just, get you set up for a really good night's rest.
And I think too, what's worth noting is the fact that, I mean, people can take sleeping pills, we can take antidepressants, we can take like pharmaceutically prescribed things that I mean, you're very, very familiar with being a pharmacist. Um, but what's beautiful about these products that you're inventing, um, they're natural. They don't work on those like hedonic signals that are like working with like the I guess like the addiction properties of like you have this and then you get this feeling. Like they don't work that way. They work just naturally to calm our body. They work with our homeostasis. And yeah, I think that's a really good way to look at what you're doing is you're not creating products that you'll get addicted to. You're creating products
Yeah,
that'll help with your natural functioning.
absolutely. And it creates a balance too that, that's another thing that not a lot of people are aware of is that they could be completely out of balance in their endocannabinoid system. And that is one of the reasons why there's a lot of ailments that, people experience. And it's because, they're deficient on, the cannabinoids. It's important to know that our body produces a couple of naturally occurring uh, cannabinoid substances. Anandamide is the first one that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bliss molecule.
Mm-hmm.
So, we in an earlier podcast we were talking about the CB1 receptors, CB2 receptors. When CBD interacts or binds to or signals these CB receptors, anandamide is one of the substances or ligands that um, becomes present or becomes more to the forefront. So you do get
Mm-hmm.
that. The reuptake of it, I think, is what I want to say is prohibited or diminished, and you do get that really calming feeling. Perhaps like we were talking about a good night's sleep before going to bed. You
Yeah.
can count on just relaxing and
Right.
feeling better, and that will set you up for a good night's of sleep.
Definitely. I know in writing some of this stuff on CBN, I've found that it works not just on CB1, but also CB2 as well. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think it's just an overarching thing. And I think when you're talking about balance, it's something I can relate to a lot because some people just, you don't know. Like, I get asked a lot working in the CBD business, like, well, could it help with my this? I heard it could help with this. And I think when you're talking about balance and you're saying this homeostasis thing, we just don't know. We can't promise people like it'll help with this, it'll help with this. Like we can't make those promises, but we say like, oh, it'll help with whatever needs help with whatever you need help with in your body. It'll help put your body back to homeostasis, bring you back to your natural balance.
Yes, I agree. A very good way and point to think about it. It's been proven that CBD is not addictive in any way. Matter of fact, they use it for people who are addicted to substances and abuse substances. So it
Mm,
diminishes the craving. If you think of it as it reacts with the receptor sites that signal the release of the substances that calm us down or that eliminate cravings. And
right.
that's pretty tremendous.
That's huge.
There's many articles that I've read about addiction specialists using CBD in their practice, but that is a completely different topic.
Yeah, let's talk about that one on some
Yes,
podcast.
I know there's so many things that we could speak about,
Yeah. All
but
right.
definitely I'm thankful to showcase our product, the True PM. I'm so proud of it. It works so very well. We've had such good response and people with feedback that use it, and even women that are, I, hate to say or divulge, but my age, and they're going through older women troubles. And one of those older lady troubles is being able to sleep at night or lack of the ability to sleep at night. So I'm very proud of True PM and what it's been able to do for me, as far as a lot of other people too.
Me too. I see some of our reviews, and it's just like people who suffer from like insomnia or like mild to moderate insomnia or anything like that. And I think you make a really good point of like, when you're facing the changes of growing and your hormones are changing, that can be something that helps as well. CBD, CBN, like these natural occurring, like, because when you said inside of our bodies, like endogenous, like my thought was like, oh, endo, like the inside of our bodies, like endorphin, like we naturally make these things, like
Hmm.
endocannabinoid system. So I think that's
Yes.
important to note that like it helps with the natural production of everything, and that could really be explained easily with like hormone production, because hormones, they dictate so much, like
Do
yeah.
really, truly
Hmm.
do. And
Hmm.
it's not just, the old adage of, well, my wife is cranky because she's going through menopause. I mean, that may or may not be. I'm not here to speak on that, but the fact that hormones really do, they control so many different processes in the body, you know,
Hmm.
even. Um, even heart health in women, there is such a link to women who may not have kept up with their hormone levels or gotten blood work done or seen
Hmm.
where they are at as far as their hormone levels. They just let that go by the wayside, or perhaps naturally, or whatever they call it. But what's not being understood is that estrogen is uh, it's very necessary for heart health
I
in
didn't know that.
women. So just a little fun fact to share with you.
Oh, definitely. I thank you for the fun fact. I'm always looking to learn, because I mean, yeah, I think about that stuff with when I, drink coffee, or, I try to keep naturally regulated
Mhm.
as well, because, these hormones affect so much, like cortisol, it
Yeah.
affects stress, it affects,
Mhm.
weight management, it affects metabolism, like appetite, everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well,
Yeah.
you don't know that like these small changes to your diet or these small supplements that you take can change really your lifestyle and like your quality of life, really.
It's so true. It is. I think at this point in time, in life, and as a general population that we've all been through, it's important to just really take good care of yourself and, make that a priority and a focus in your life, and, good things will come. And so that's why I'm always excited to share what we know and our products with our listeners and our audience, and just really getting the word out there that there's very good and natural products that will help you to achieve your homeostasis in your best life out there. So
That's so true. And I think that you've created amazing products for that. You've created an amazing product with True PM to help like just take on the day as best as you can. Like even if you don't make the best decisions for yourself, you can still do the supplements. You can make these tiny changes with like True PM, or like boosting your happiness with like bliss or anything like that. And just really wake up feeling ready for the day, ready to take it on. So thank you so
exactly.
much. Can you
Yes.
can you talk about what you were going to say about dosage, and maybe um, yeah, I believe you were going to say something about
Mhm.
dosage, right?
That's right. Yeah. So we were talking about how our product is formulated per dropper full, and it on the box it suggests, I believe it's 1 to 2 droppers full, and in the evening. So maybe an hour before bed or right at the hour of sleep.
Mm.
There is a specific targeted dosage of the CBN that is proven or shown to be effective in helping sleep. It is within an article that we can provide on our blog.
Sure.
I can
I'll link
make
it in the show notes.
Yes, definitely. I don't think that I can speak about dosages, on our podcast
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I think, it's one of those things that, we can answer those questions, but we can't promise anything. So yeah,
yeah,
but
that's true.
we do promise what's it called, a product guarantee, right?
Yes,
What is it called, satisfaction guarantee or something?
absolutely. We back all of our products a money back guarantee, 100%.
Mhm.
So even if one of our clients or customers were to try a product and they had questions about it, or it just didn't do what they thought it should do, we do stand behind our product, 100% money back guarantee. It's one of our confidences that we can go forward in knowing that our products are made very specifically. They're a small batch, they're tested, third-party tested, certified. So yes, we can definitely promise that there's a good product that everyone is going to find,
And
that's
they're
perfect for them.
developed, and they're developed by a pharmacist that knows exactly what she's talking about.
Thank you for that. Yes,
You're welcome.
I do. I put a lot of time into researching articles and seeing, what studies are being done, and what, like I mentioned, the targeted dose of CBN for a good night's sleep. I just want it to be guaranteed that I formulated it along those lines or guidelines. I used the article research as a
Oh
guideline in how
yeah.
to develop the product.
Yeah, you are very research driven. I will
I
say that
enjoy
about
it.
you. You're always sending me articles and in the library and all of that. So thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you for reading them.
Of course, I love it. It fascinates me.
Yeah.
Well, I will link the show notes to what you're talking about, and our viewers can take a look at our products there. And thank you so much for being with us today and educating our viewers and me about all these beautiful qualities about your products. So thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you for having me, Rylee. It's always such a pleasure. Thank you.
I'll see you next time, Robin.
Okay.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye.